Prothero. I'm a whitewater kayak instructor for the COLT program up at Strathcona Park Lodge. And I'm from Comox Valley on Vancouver Island, British Columbia.
I fell in love again.
I heard about the COLT program quite a long time ago. I've had a variety of friends who have taken the COLT program over a number of years, but mostly from paddling friends on Vancouver Island and from advertisements and in outdoor magazines and that sort of thing. And I've just seen it around over the years.
Mistakes in my mind, in my mind.
I've now been involved for about 4 years, and I first started as an assistant working with Don Barry, one of the other kayak instructors, and then I got partnered up with Laura Archer, and I've been working with her ever since, doing mostly spring semester programs, and this year being around during the fall meant I was able to do a fall semester. So it was a lot of fun and good times.
I drove to New York in a van.
When I first got into paddling, I started in Alberta, and from there I progressed into paddling on Vancouver Island, across Canada and Ontario on the Ottawa River. And then from there I worked a year in Australia, I've been in New Zealand, I went to Iceland, Morocco, Turkey, South and Central America, and into parts of the States. So I've enjoyed paddling overseas, but I enjoy coming back to the island and paddling here. I find it's a very unique destination for kayaking. The paddling here is underrated. I know the paddling here is world class. There is anything from like nice low consequence rivers all the way up to class 5+ rivers, and you can push yourself as hard as you want on the island. Skill-wise, you get to be able to run the Nimkish River, which is it's a river with some longer rapids, fairly low consequences. It gives them a really good set of skills for running rivers. It gives them a good team-working atmosphere, so you're able to work on your way down a river and you're able to eddy out, you're able to assess what a rapid looks like, you're able to see what is going to be happening if something does go wrong. You'll see where you'll probably end up, how to set up safety for that, how to organize things, and be able to progress on your river skills from there.
I made a lot of mistakes.
Epic adventure. Okay, well this is sort of a two-part story. I was working in Turkey on the Çorum River in northeastern Turkey, and we arrived, we drove out to the river. The river was high, really high. And in fact, my boss I was working for at the time, he'd never seen it quite that high. So we put on a little bit higher up the river, and we had radios, with the safety kayaker having a radio and the raft guides having a radio, and we were able to communicate on our way down the river. And the main reason we needed to communicate was there's bridges, and these bridges spanned across the river. We were rafting at about 34 to 38 kilometers an hour down the river, so we were moving really fast. And these bridges were low, so they weren't like a high bridge. They were fairly low, and the safety kayaker would be a way ahead of us, so he could radio us and let us know if the bridge was high enough or low enough, high enough so we could go underneath it, or too low so we couldn't. And if it was high enough, basically you could touch it, and that would give us enough room to get down in the raft, and we'd slide basically the raft going at 38 kilometers an hour underneath the bridge. It was really exciting, possibly a little bit risky, but it worked out well. So that was pretty epic. That was pretty fun. The Puntledge Festival, a lovely thing. The Puntledge Festival happens in Comox Valley on Vancouver Island. It takes place the last weekend of May. It's really fun. BC Hydro releases some water, and around 85 to 110 cubic meters of water per second. There's a few different sections. There's a beginner section, intermediate to advanced section, and then an advanced section as well that people have opportunities to go kayaking on. We get boaters from all over British Columbia, Western Alberta, the Pacific Northwest of the United States. We've had boaters come all the way from Europe or from the Northwest Territories and the Yukon. And it's an absolutely fantastic spectacle of paddling. And there's play boating, there's creeking, and there at different times the festival has had other rivers open to paddlers as well, and we've done trips on rivers like the Browns or the Oyster. So lots of good stuff going on, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Very good place. Last year we had 50 boaters come over from Vancouver, from the Vancouver Kayaking Club, and they got to, a lot of them were first timers at the Puntledge Festival, and they got to experience it firsthand. It's a very unique river. It's probably one of the best paddling rivers in Western Canada. So it's pretty fantastic.
I fell in love again.
For myself, I run two blogs. I run one which is raftinglife.ca, which is where I post a lot of my whitewater related activities, and the other one is daveprotherophotography.com/blog, which is where I post stuff about my current photo works and what I'm doing photography-wise.
I made a lot of mistakes in my mind.